The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad. Don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you say how it is, it's so important. The papyrus, we're all so alive. The papyrus.
This is the Papyrus TV news update. You're welcome. First, the headlines. Alaafin-Designate returns to Nigeria ahead of coronation. From promise to action, Tinubu guarantees jobs for 774 health fellows. ASU President laments poor salary for private university lecturers. FG launches electronic asset register to boost transparency. Oluremi Tinubu speaks on Senate controversy. Rivers State donates helicopter to Nigerian Air Force. The news in details. After spending nearly 7 weeks in Canada, the Alaafin of Oyo-Designate, Oba Akim Owade, arrived at Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, on Wednesday evening. His return marks a crucial step towards his official coronation as the 45th Alaafin of Oyo, scheduled for April 5, 2025. Owade, a real estate investor and financial services businessman, had traveled back to Canada just hours after receiving his certificate and staff of office from Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde on January 13. His trip was reportedly necessary to conclude his professional engagements, including his role as a project coordinator at Manitoba Hydro, one of Canada's largest power and natural gas utility providers. Confirming his return, his chief of staff, Rotimi Oshuntola, called on Oyo indigents to give the incoming monarch a grand welcome as he makes his way to Oyo town today, Thursday. Stakeholders in Oyo have also begun mobilizing to receive him, with many planning to accompany his entourage from Ibadan. In the coming days, Oba Wade will commence the sacred traditional rites leading to his coronation. These rites include rituals at the Baba Iyaji residence, seclusion at the Ikebi, and his eventual crowning at the Koshok chamber, where he will receive his royal headdress symbolizing his ascension to the throne. Despite the excitement, legal challenges persist regarding Owade's appointment. Two lawsuits, one filed by Prince Lukman Badejesi and another by Ismaila Owade, are seeking to overturn his selection, citing alleged irregularities in the process. However, preparations for the coronation remain in full swing as both state and local organizing committees intensify efforts to ensure a grand ceremony on April 5. Progressively, President Bola Tinubu has assured automatic employment for all 774 fellows under the newly launched National Health Fellows Program after their one-year service. Speaking at the launch in Abuja, Tinubu told the fellows monitoring primary healthcare centers, PHCs, across Nigeria's 774 local government areas, "You are hired." The program, a key initiative of Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda, was approved in April 2024 to improve healthcare accountability and efficiency. The fellows, who began training on February 27, 2025, will support the government's goal of expanding PHCs from 8,809 to 17,618 by 2027. Coordinating Minister of Health, Professor Mohammed Ali Pate, urged federal, state, and local governments to integrate the fellows into the workforce to strengthen universal health coverage, UHC. In another development, President of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, Professor Emmanuel Oshodeke, has condemned the poor wages paid to lecturers in some private universities, revealing that some earn as low as 25,000 naira per month. Speaking at a public hearing by the House of Representatives Committee on TED Fund, Oshodeke attributed the situation to the absence of unions in private universities, allowing unchecked exploitation. He also criticized the low admission standards in some private universities, where candidates with JAM scores as low as 30 gain admission, while those scoring 180 to 200 struggle to secure places in public universities. Oshodeke further opposed the federal government's proliferation of universities, arguing that existing institutions should be expanded and properly funded instead. He warned against replacing TED Fund with the Nigeria Education Loan Fund, NEL Fund, stressing that TED Fund remains the most reliable source of infrastructure funding for universities. Moving on, the Accountant General of the Federation, AGF, Mrs. Oluwatoyin Madeyin, has unveiled a National Electronic Asset Register designed to improve transparency and accountability in managing public finances. Speaking at the launch in Abuja, Madeyin emphasized that public assets are a crucial part of the government's balance sheet, influencing its ability to deliver essential services. The digital register will allow real-time access to information on government-owned assets, helping policymakers track and manage resources effectively. It aligns with international public sector accounting standards, IPSAS, and ensures that government properties are accounted for, preventing fraud and mismanagement. The Compendium of Federation Account Revenue Allocation 2020 to 2023 was also unveiled, providing a detailed breakdown of revenue sharing among federal, state, and local governments. Furthermore, First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has weighed in on the ongoing Senate controversy, emphasizing that the chamber should remain a place of honor, not conflict. Her remarks come amid sexual harassment allegations by Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, Kogi Central, against Senate President Godswill Akpabio. Addressing the matter in a statement by her spokesperson, Tinubu said, "The Senate is a mature chamber and it should be treated with respect. We shouldn't be hearing things like this." Ahead of International Women's Day, she urged women to assert themselves in leadership roles, stating, "Women, raise yourself. Don't let men talk to you anyhow. You can always shut them down before they start." She commended Nigerian women and youth for their progress, citing Zuriel Oduwole, an advocate for peace, as an inspiration. Conclusively, the Rivers State government has donated an Augusta Westland AW139 helicopter to the Nigerian Air Force NAF to enhance security efforts in the Niger Delta. Speaking at the handover ceremony on March 5, 2025, at NAF Base Port Harcourt, Governor Siminalaye Fubara emphasized his administration's commitment to supporting the federal government in safeguarding national assets. He highlighted the Air Force's critical role in combating security threats, particularly illegal oil bunkering, which has contributed to increased crude oil output and economic stability. The Chief of the Air Staff, CAS, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, expressed deep appreciation for Rivers State's continued support, noting that the AW139's advanced avionics and speed will significantly boost the NAF's operational capabilities. He assured that training for pilots, engineers, and technicians is already underway, with infrastructure upgrades planned to maintain the aircraft's efficiency. Air Marshal Abubakar also acknowledged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's commitment to modernizing the NAF, citing ongoing fleet expansions and the deployment of T-129 ATAC helicopters, unmanned aerial vehicles UAVs, and other surveillance platforms to curb criminal activities. He reaffirmed the NAF's dedication to working with other security agencies to ensure lasting peace and economic growth in Rivers State and across Nigeria.
The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't